Hey guys, this is the planet Earth here. How you guys doing? So, I have been I've been withdrawing from lorazepam for about 2 months. The highest dose that I took was 5 milligrams, and now I'm down to 3 milligrams a day. I am slowly but surely gaining my balance back. You heard that right. I am slowly gaining my equilibrium back. As weird as that sounds, it's very strange. I actually don't feel quite as anxious. I mean, I feel very on edge. I've been withdrawing for 2 months, trying to get myself off Ativan. And the weirdest thing is, let me explain. I was able to drive from San Antonio to Las Cruces, New Mexico, and back over 1,200 miles. And I never felt dizzy or disoriented that whole trip. I mean, a little bit, but it was very mild. Usually, I feel very dizzy. I feel like I'm about to pass out. But for some reason, I had no issues. When I got back home to San Antonio, I got out of the car, and to my shockness, other than to get gas, I didn't feel dizzy. I didn't feel disoriented either. My body was coping with the pressure change. Here's one thing that I find very strange. Ever since I've come down on the Ativan, my ears are reacting to pressure changes again. They're actually reacting to the pressure changes, like when I'm going up a mountain and down a mountain. My ears are popping again like they used to when I was younger. For years, my ears have not popped when changing elevations, but now they're popping again. And last time I went through there, when I was taking the normal amount of Ativan that I was taking, 3 milligrams total. I'm down from 5. I've been on 5 for almost like 3 years, 2 years. So I'm down to 3. I'm withdrawing. I've had 2 seizures now. But the weirdest thing is, in my equilibrium, in my ears started to pop again when changing elevation. They haven't done that in years. In years. Literal years. So the Ativan is blocking the action of my inner ear, causing my fallopian, or whatever the hell they're called, the tubes in my ears, to either become clogged or something, because the air pressure changes were not happening before. But now that I've been driving, my ears change, my ear pressure pops again, meaning that my ears are reacting to the pressure changes as I'm going up and down the mountain. And I have not had that in years. So the Ativan blocks the pressure changes. That's why they use it for decontamination in submarines. Now I know why. Now I know why I've been dizzy all these years. No, you're not understanding. The less Ativan I take, the less dizzy I am. The less fatigue I feel. Even though I feel like shit from the withdrawal, my balance is coming back. I haven't had good balance in 3 years. But now that I realize it is the Ativan causing my problems, I'm gonna get off Ativan, all of it. I'm already down to 3 milligrams a day. Eventually, I want to hit no milligrams, and then have Ativan only for actual panic attacks. And my blood pressure, surprisingly, is high, but every day it gets a little bit better, almost normal now. It's back to normal at this point. It was high for a few weeks, but it's gone back to normal. This Ativan is dangerous, deadly. It's stupid. The worst medication. And to realize all these years I've been suffering from physical ailments was caused by lorazepam. It was made worse by lorazepam, not better. I've already had 2 seizures, Alexandros. I had a seizure a few hours ago, and nobody's helping me. So I just decided to seize at home. But my balance is better, and it's shocking. Because every time I would go into the ER room for dizziness and lightheadedness, this whole time, I thought it was my heart. It wasn't my heart. It was the Ativan. This whole time was the fucking Ativan causing my lightheadedness. And now when I get out of bed, I have no issues. All these years, I've been suffering. And it was because of the Ativan, because of a benzo. Because that's a common side effect, is dizziness and lightheadedness. And you could have a fall, and you could fall. I never got to the point where I had a couple times where I almost blacked out, but I think I took too much Ativan. But it's shocking, the realization that it was the actual benzodiazepine causing my balance problems this whole time. It was the Ativan in high doses. All these years, it was the Ativan messing with my balance. Blocking, I think causing pressure, abnormal pressure in my ears. Because now when oh my God. Yeah, see? No, it's normal. Look. Look at that. I'm putting pressure in my ear right now. You see this? I'm putting pressure in my ear, and guess what my eyes are doing? They're not responding anymore. Like, that's normal. See, when I was on 5 milligrams, see, my eyes aren't moving like they used to. The pressure is normalized in my ears. Look, see, look, watch. I'm actually putting pressure in my ears. My ear doctor did that, and my eyes would turn. Like, they would start wobbling when he was doing it. Meaning that the tubes that support the balance and the equilibrium to equalize pressure, he was putting pressure on my ear, and my eyes would just start doing weird shit. And that caused vertigo attacks. Well, to find out that I was taking 3 that I was taking 3 milligrams of lorazepam. Well, no, I took 3 milligrams of lorazepam in Ohio. I never had the balance issues. But I started taking 4 milligrams of Ativan in Miami. I was taking 4 milligrams of Ativan in Miami. That's when my balance problems started. But it didn't start immediately. It started over time. And that's when I started having a lot of balance issues. Also, my eye, I don't know if I've been telling you guys, but my ghosting vision is getting better. So that tells me that it's the Ativan doing this as a part, like a long-term side effect or something. The Ativan was causing the ghosting in my vision at night. It's not doing it. No, it's a little bit there, but it's very mild now. The ghosting in my it's called after images. Okay. I still have the double vision thing at night because my eyes have a bit of cataracts in them because of at this point I don't even know. Yeah, Andrew, I've had dizzy attacks, a couple drop attacks, only 2 though. And it was all because of the Ativan. This whole time it's been the Ativan. It really has. I drove 1,200 miles. My car was bouncing up and down all night because going through the hills in Texas, and I didn't have any issues. I even drank some Dr. Pepper, and I was like, this Dr. Pepper tastes even better than normal. Well, guess what? The Ativan was dulling my senses too. When I came home to the apartment, I could smell, like usually when I take a long trip and I go over to Colorado and come back, I don't smell nothing in the apartment. But when I came back this time, I could smell everything. It was dulling my senses a lot. I could smell the flowers of San Antonio. Like, I could literally smell the trees. I never smell them. So the high doses of lorazepam was dulling my senses too, and my voice, and it was causing me to slur speech. Don't you guys remember my old videos? Sometimes I slur my speech. It was high doses of Ativan. I could smell everything in the apartment. I could smell the paint on the walls, which I haven't been able to. I've never smelled since I've been here. I could never smell. I could smell the paint on the walls. I could smell the soap. I could smell the breakfast. I haven't been able to smell in years, unless it's like a really strong smell. Also, I noticed that the little visions in my eyes are gone. I used to have a lot of little flashes in my vision, like little itty bitty, like white, like little dots in my vision from the eye floaters. Well, ever since I slowed down on the Ativan, they're gone. They're gone. The Ativan caused all these problems. It caused all these problems, especially the dizziness. I didn't like that. But my balance is coming back slow. It's not perfect, but it seems as I lower the dose, the balance gets better. The balance gets better when I lower the dose, guys. Plus, I am only eating healthy foods. I get salads from Whataburger. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I get salads from Whataburger, ranch, and salads. I get cheese and for calcium, and the salads for roughage and folate. I have to fix my folate deficiency. I've been having normal bowel movements. I know this is disgusting, but you don't understand, guys. I've been having constipation for about a year straight. No joke, no lie. And now it's gone. I stopped eating hamburger meat because I already got my iron levels back up. I was also anemic, which was not helping the dizziness. I'm gonna upload this, but I don't know if anybody's gonna actually watch it and learn from this experience or not. I've been taking Ativan since I was 15 years old. Okay, at least 2005 or 4. Many freaking years. I don't remember how many years ago. Okay, I was in like in a hospital when they started it on me. This medication has ruined my life. And even though I like the medication, I've already seizured out 2 times. EMS woke me up about a few days ago, and they were doing this on my chest. Really fucking hard. They were doing this, trying to wake me up because I was seizing out and I wasn't responding. I had to go by ambulance, and then they injected me. You could see the little. Wait. You could see the little bruise from the injection where they gave me IV Ativan inside the emergency room. I didn't know what was going on. I was confused. I had another seizure tonight. It didn't last as long, but it's still happening. And so I'm keeping myself laying on the bed and, mainly laying on the side here, laying sideways just in case I do seizure out. And luckily, they're not the continuous seizures, but the first one was. Well, luckily, my dad was here, or I would have died. The medication has ruined my life. It's true. Over the years, the medication went from its effects of calming to effects of causing. And this is not a joke. I am telling my audience the truth. I have come down a lot on this medication, but I'm having a lot of issues with withdrawal. I don't trust. I'm sorry, but I'm not a vaccine person. If you want to take the vaccine, go ahead. But the only vaccine I will take that I know doesn't affect me is a tetanus shot. Because if you fuck with rust, you're dust. But I'm never. After this, I'm gonna stop taking the benzodiazepines, and I'm only gonna take them as needed. If I need blood pressure medication, I'm gonna start once I can get my and once I get rid of this withdrawal, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start exercising, and I've only been eating healthy fruits and vegetables. Every time I go to the store, I'll buy a thing of fruits and snack on them instead of and a piece of cheese or something. Potassium, bananas. I've been eating nothing but healthy food over the last almost month now. I stopped buying the little burger patties. I had my iron levels checked. They are now back to normal. because I was eating burger patties for so long. That was not helping my. I was very anemic at one point. Also, my liver enzymes were elevated, and now they are normal now. That's part of the Ativan. That's taking too much Ativan. That's what it is. Because my liver enzymes were elevated, and now they are not. They have not been elevated in 2 months. Since I stopped taking the Ativan like I did, the liver enzymes are now normal. My white blood cell count is normal. I have avoided wheat for now for 2 months, about a month and a half. I eat wheat very occasionally, and I have not noticed any reactions. No rash, no nothing. So, the benzodiazepine has made me very sick over the years. And it's also, my blood circulation seems to be a lot better now, too. My fingernails are not as bent as they used to be because it's usually a sign of like heart disease or something stupid, but now they're starting to become straight again, which is just amazing. See, my fingernail is straight. See that? These were never straight. That means you usually have like heart disease, but ever since I stopped taking the benzodiazepine, look, see, this one is bent. You see that? Right there, that's called clubbing. That's a sign of either heart disease. See how it's clubbing? That means I'm not getting enough oxygen to my body. But that actually has already improved a lot. But this fingernail is straight again. This was not straight for 3 years. Now they're becoming straight again. This one's bent still, but hopefully the more oxygen, the less I take, the more my body will, get more oxygen, etc. And anemia. I fixed the anemia. Now I need to work on the folate. So I'm eating salad every single day, and I'm starting to notice that my balance is improving. My speech and coordination are improving again. This is because of the benzodiazepines. These things work really good, and then they ruin your life. This is not a joke. This isn't a game. These medications are evil at the end of the day. They work so good for seizures. They work so good for anxiety. But boy, when you stop taking them, it's like going through alcohol withdrawal. It's the same shit. But I'm slowly getting off of the medication. I don't know if I'm going to stop taking it completely or if I'm going to try to do a maintenance dose for when I feel a little bit more anxious than I should. Let me give you another example. I walked what I have not been able to do in about 2 years. I've walked all of Home Depot. I literally walked the whole store 5 times, and I didn't experience any shortness of breath. No joke. None. Completely fucking normal. I've always been short of breath for 2 years straight. And just getting off the lorazepam and cutting it down from 5 to 3, a total a day, I walked the Home Depot 5 times, more than a mile. And I didn't experience any pain, any shortness of breath, and no intrusive thoughts. For some, I'm good with that, I guess because I'm getting older. But the only thing I've been having a problem with is the small seizures, which is dangerous. I could die. But unfortunately for me, they only last like 20, 30 seconds, and then I'm good. But that's why I'm staying in bed right now. Because if I have a seizure, I'm in bed. I don't have to worry about nothing. Etc., etc. But the point I'm trying to make is, eventually this will stop. This will stop eventually. But you have to stop taking these medications long term. Look, I learned myself by reducing the medication. I can't be on this medication. How can I live a life if I'm always drugged by these medications? Bro, I go to Home Depot at like 6 o'clock in the morning when they're barely open, and I walk around the Home Depot. I never could do that before dropping the benzodiazepine to 3 milligrams a day total. I could never do that. I always felt like I was gonna die in the store. Like after like maybe about 200 or 300 feet in the store, I would feel very heavy and lightheaded and dizzy, and my heart would start racing. But cutting down the medication, I was shocked yesterday. I was able, well, not yesterday, this was like 3 days ago. I was able to walk in the Home Depot my fat ass was able to walk around the Home Depot 5 times, the whole thing. And just for the hell of it, I wanted to do it. I was able to do it. I walked 5 times with no issues. And I was able to go inside a store with a lot of people. I had no issues. And I bought myself a t-shirt. I went to a public area with a lot of people. And I didn't panic. And I was able to walk into the store, relax. I felt calm. As weird as it sounds, I felt calm, and I never felt calm. Never. And I didn't have anxiety. And I was able to purchase the shirt, go into the dressing room, look at the mirror, look myself with the shirt, buy it, stay in the store for over 30 minutes standing, which I could never do before, and go home. And just a little bit ago, I went to go walk, just take a little walk real quick. I was able to walk up a hill, down the hill. I was able to walk on flat territories. I was able to walk and walk. I was able to walk. I haven't even exercised in a long ass time. My heart rate was in the 80s. Usually it's in like the 120s, but it was 80s. I haven't been able to do that in 2 years or more, even. Like, the energy that I'm getting back by not taking the benzodiazepines is insane. This is the most weirdest I've ever felt. And I don't feel like anxious no more. It's weird. I'm anxious because of the withdrawal right now. Because remember, I've been taking it for so many years, my body's real accustomed to the medication. But now I feel this inner calmness. And I'm sleeping normally again. Guys, ever since I cut down my dose from 5 to 3 milligrams, I have actually been able to sleep 8 hours now. Look at my eyes. Look. Look at the color of the eyes. They're going away. Look at that. Look. If you look at my past videos, you'll see that they're black. Michael dot 909, Michael period 909 is telling the truth. Ativan may be a kind of a, not actual poison, but long-term use is bad, period. And now I understand the doctor's point of views. I have not been able to sleep 8 hours. I even slept at the hotel for 8 hours. 8 hours! I slept for 8 hours. You don't understand, guys. I have not been able to sleep that long. In years. In years. In fucking... Somehow, the Ativan in high doses was causing me insomnia. Somehow. How? But when I take the Ativan in a lower dose, I can sleep normally. Guys, I was able to eat a meal, drink some Dr. Pepper, drink some water, and go to sleep, and I slept 8 hours. And no, I'm not taking any other medications right now. But I was able to sleep for... Oh, and also, one other thing that's going to freak you guys out. My pains in my body are going away. This is another shocking realization of I don't know what the fuck is going on. Even though I feel like shit physically from the withdrawal, because I've been withdrawing for like 2 months now, the pain in my body, the physical pains that I've been having, are going away. So what the fuck has the Ativan done to me? I was having physical pains like in my legs and my joints. But now that the Ativan is I've been cutting down on it, why are the pains going away? I'm not going ooh, ow, and I'm not getting any numbness or tingling. and my color seems to even be coming back. At this point, I don't know what's going on. How can something that is supposed to help you do that to your body? Make you feel weak, disoriented, confused, sometimes dizzy. But then when I get rid of the medication in my body and lower, you don't understand, from 5 milligrams a day for almost 2 or 3 years to three, that's a big step down. And I'm not taking that much now at this point. And then maybe in another couple of months, I'm going to cut it down to two. And I'll stay at two for a while. And I could see if I can cut down to maybe a half and half to 1.5 milligrams. See what happens. And if my body responds okay, I'll do that. But I'm starting to feel like I'm actually getting my rhythm back after all these years. I've been able to get out of my bed every single time today. I've been able to get out of my bed. No dizziness, no vertigo attack, and no balance issues. I mean, I can stand straight as a fucking nail now. Probably they never taken it, so they don't know the effects. Well, I know that the common side effects of lorazepam are dizziness and sedation, but I don't get tired on Ativan. I actually feel more energetic on Ativan. Is that so weird? But then I've been having this dizziness, weird high heart rate feeling, but when I take less of the Ativan, that feeling goes away. She shows down by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I can say that normally now. You see that? I'm not stuttering and slurring like I used to. This really is the Ativan causing all my problems. I thought it was a potassium. I mean, I've been taking more potassium to be safe because my potassium level is borderline. Calcium levels are now leveled out. I'm making sure I attack the vitamin D problem. I'm not taking vitamin D supplements, but I'm getting out in the sun more. In combination with lowering the Ativan, and in combination of taking a little bit of potassium every day with a banana and some margarines, or whatever the hell they're called. They're really delicious. They're plums. I don't know what the fuck. What are they called? They're the most delicious fruit you've ever had in your life. Okay, fruit. They're the most pears. Pears are the most delicious things I've ever eaten. I don't care what anybody says. Go F yourselves. Pears are the most delicious things I've ever had in my life. The ones in the soupy, syrupy, those things are good. I don't care what anybody says. I've also been eating lettuce, no tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, carrots, ranch. Gotta have ranch. I don't care about the saturated fat content. I have lost 15 pounds since I started this diet. I do have my protein, and I still will eat hamburger meat. Not every day. The hamburger meat is like a once every 2 weeks now, to get the iron, the saturated fat that your body craves, and protein. You have to have meat. There's a lot of people that don't like meat. There are a lot of vegetarians out there, but if you want to not get sick, you need to eat a little bit of meat. And somehow this is helping me, but my main concern over these years, and not even the panic attacks. Sure, I have panic attacks where I think I'm gonna die, but I would rather have those occasionally than have the vertigo and dizziness feeling that I've been having for 3 years straight. I would rather experience my panic attacks than have vertigo and dizziness all the time. Because that's not a way to live life. Being dizzy all the time. That's not a way to live life. Everything on my body is slowly becoming back to normal. My blood work is getting better and better every time I avoid the Ativan. Even though right now I feel like physical shit and my nerves are going through a process they haven't gone through in so many years, and I'm occasionally having seizure action. But my body is starting to recover. That's the reason why I'm having all these symptoms. Because I realize now that my body is saying, hey, oh, hey, by the way, you know, can you get off the shit already? You're poisoning your body. That's what the Ativan is saying, or the withdrawal. My neurons were not firing normally. You know, they're in firing. If anything, they're not firing much. So if your neurons are not firing at a normal level, then how can you live? If your neurons are not firing at a normal level, consistent level. Do you see where I'm coming from or no? Look, pears I think are the best thing in the world. I could eat pears all day long. Don't quote me on this. I love fucking pears. They're the most delicious shit I've ever tasted, and they're good and healthy-ish. Not the syrup content, but they're healthy-ish. But also bananas, and I love... Now, if anybody goes against me right now, I'm gonna punch you in the YouTube. Avocado is delicious. Don't tell me otherwise. Avocado is extremely delicious. Avocado. Oh my god, I love avocado. Fresh green guacamole. Or fresh green avocado raw. Just get a fucking butter knife and just open that avocado and just eat the avocado raw. Or you can eat them with some chips. But guys, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm going through some serious withdrawal right now. I've been going through withdrawal for like almost 3 months now. But once I get through this, I will let you know. I will let you guys know what's going on. But don't pester me on what you feel and stuff like that. I already told you. It feels like shit. You might have seizures. You might not. Me, I'm having seizures. For some reason, the ER rooms refuse to give me gabapentin. They somehow think that's addictive too. Fine, whatever. I'm just laying down all the time. I will go out and exercise. I don't care if I have a seizure. I have a feeling. For me, I'm lucky. I get a weird feeling before I have it. So I know what to do. I know how to do it now. I'm fighting this, but I'm going to get through this. And if I die, I die. But I'm working this because I want to show you guys that I'm more powerful than our medication. Okay? I'm more powerful than that medication. And I will get off this poison. Because that's what it is. It's like alcohol in a pill form. Except it doesn't give you that hypnotic effect that where you can't coordinate and drive or whatever. Like, walk and you stutter and like, no. But it's still a poison. You know, at the end of the day, I realize these medications are poison. Not physically poison, but just bad for you long term. You know, if they would have told me this when I was a teenager, I would have never took it like I did. And I would have been fine all those years. But nah. Had a seizure out. You're going to live through this and get through this fast. Well, dude, I feel like shit every fucking day. Like, that's the reason why I took a long drive. I just wanted to feel again. Like, that's why I bounced out of SA. I took Interstate 10, and I fucking bounced. I was going to go all the way to California, but then I saw how many shit was going down there, and I was like, I'll just stop in New Mexico and have a little hotel room or something. You know, I was thinking to myself, I could drive the rest of the way to Los Angeles, but then I thought to myself, what if something happens there? What if I get hurt? What if I piss the wrong person off by accident? And then I was thinking, I don't know if this is a good time. Everybody's rioting. People are pissed off at the police. You know, I bought my Bernie stickers. You know, I bought a Bernie sticker, Hillary for president. I made my car as liberal as possible. I mean, I literally put, you know, everything there. And I just didn't feel I just didn't feel comfortable. And I thought to myself, do I really want to go to California right now at a time like this? We got Corona, and then we also have the riot protesting going on. And I thought to myself, I don't think right now is a good time to go to California. So I turned around. I could have went, but I didn't. Plus, I'm withdrawing. I was trying to just drive. Luckily, I didn't have any seizures then. I mean, I only have seizures when I'm just laying in bed. It's very strange. Like, not when I'm driving, though. I mean, I take a little extra Ativan when I'm driving so I don't seizure out. But other than that, I'm straightforward, guys. I'm a very good person. I know what to do. I know how to get there. I can drive 1,000 miles in less than a 24-hour period. I am a boss like that. And nobody can beat me. Nobody can beat me like that. In a 24-hour period, I was in New Mexico, And I already drove back to San Antonio because I get in this trance. I can get into this motion of the car and the way everything looks as you're going down the freeway. I get to I roll down the windows. I put my hand out the window and I'm just like wee. I do that weird shit. You just get in that trance mode and those miles they just go down. You don't even realize it, but the next hour goes by, next hour goes by, 100 miles, 200 miles, gas, 100 miles, 200, 300 miles, gas. And it becomes a conundrum. That's why I've been able to drive 1,600-mile trips in 2 days. I mean, literally, I'm doing over almost 1,700 miles in a 2 day period. Well, it's actually 1.5 days if you want to get technical. I can just pull those miles because I get into this mode. And I'm not in the most comfortable vehicle. If I was in like a truck with big tires, that regular truck, not the ones with the oversized tires, but like a regular standard truck, I would be very comfortable and I could probably even do more miles. But the fatigue of the vehicle movement and the shaking that goes on when you're in a vehicle going at a high rate of speed, it fatigues your body out. But I was shocked to my surprise, I was able to do 1,200 miles in a day and a half, and I could have made it all the way to LA. I could have, yes, but I decided not to. But what shocked me the most was that I was not dizzy. Like I said earlier in the video, I was not dizzy. I was not disoriented. I got out of the car like I had not done just 600 something miles like it was nothing. Or 500 something miles like it was nothing. I don't remember how many miles it was exactly. I think it was like 620. But the point I'm trying to make is the Ativan was causing these problems and making them worse. But the point is, I could drive from here to New York City with a good car. Now, my car is showing signs of aging, but that's because I'm driving the fuck out of it. But what I'm saying in general is, yeah, my car has 163,000 miles, but I'm confident in my car. It's a Toyota. What do you expect? But the point I'm trying to make is, from getting from point A to point B, I think I could drive to New York City right now without dizziness and only just a little bit more Ativan to make sure I don't have any problems with withdrawal seizures. But I think that seizure shit is going to go away soon because it only started now because I'm taking that dose down. But for my own safety and for everybody else's safety, I'm not driving no more. I took extra Ativan to make sure that the withdrawal would go away so I wouldn't have any. But now I'm just cutting it down. I'm going to cut it down. And I'm just going to lay here and I'll walk and around, but I'm just going to get off this shit. I want to get off. I want to be normal. I want to feel normal. And a lot of people don't know this, but I've been withdrawing for over 3 months. I've been on from 5 to 4 for almost 2 months. And then right now I've been doing 3 milligrams for about a month. And that's been the bitch. That's the cutoff point for my body saying, hey, where's my fucking medication, bitch? And it's been a fucking terrible ride. Remember, because I've been taking it for so many years. I don't know how long the protracted withdrawal is going to be. It's probably going to take a year, 2 years to get off of it completely. Plus, I think the Ativan gave me cataracts because I have a little bit of cataracts. It's not nothing that I can't see. It's not nothing that I can't see. It's just I don't know. I think it gave me cataracts a little bit. Eventually, I'm gonna have to have cataract surgery. The doctor says. Oh, by the way, I want to show you guys this. You ready to see the cataracts in real life, in real time? Let me show you. Hold on. Let me just show you guys. Okay, ready? I'm going to show you what under UV, I don't know, people that tend to have cataracts tend to have their iris show up more. Watch, let me show you guys. Let me show you. And this is in real time. I want to show you what cataracts looks like under a UV light. You ready, guys? If you have cataracts, your pupils will light up if you have cataracts. You see? That's the cataracts. You see it right there? Do you see how my lights are reflecting? That's because of the cell, whatever's inside the iris. It's supposed to be clear. You see how it's supposed to be clear? You see? Now, it's not good to shine a UV light directly in your eyes, but I'm showing you in general. Do you see how it does to the eyes? You see how my eyes light up? The pupils light up? Remember, they're black, so why are they lighting up? That's because there's some sort of substance in there that causes them to light up. And that's the reason why the pupils are lighting up. Anyways, that's nothing. You should see it with people with actual cataracts that you can physically see. You see how they look black? You would think, why would a black thing light up white? Well, only if you have cataracts will it light up like that. You see that? You see? That's the cataracts. Now, it would light up incredibly white if there were actual more cataracts, though. But it's not supposed to do that. You see, it's not supposed to do that. I don't know if I shine this on my dad's eyes if it would do that, but he's also older. I would like to try to shine that UV light on a person that's like 10, 15 years old, 20 years old, 20 years old maybe, and see if they have that issue too. But the point I'm making is, I gotta get out this lorazepam. I want to get a good job, and I want to have a normal life. Thank you guys for watching.